Another verse that I clung to was Isaiah 43:2. It says, when you go through deep waters, I will be with you. And when you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown. When you walk through the fire of oppression, you will not be burned up. The flames will not consume you. I don't know if you've ever been through a fire or a flood. Some years into our marriage, we bought a house and we painted the whole thing and we put down new carpet and new furniture, and then we went away on vacation. And we came back a week later, and it was about midnight. We got home, we had 2 little boys at that time, and we got in about midnight. And we opened the garage door and walked into the house, into 6 inches of water throughout the entire house. We didn't know it, but right before we left on vacation, one of the kids flushed the toilet, and it didn't stop. I didn't know that a toilet could not stop. It didn't stop for a week. It ran and it ran and it ran and it ran and it ran out the front door and it ran out the back door and it ran out the garage. But the neighbors couldn't see it because the front door was hidden from the street, and it just ran all week. And it ruined every wall, every cabinet, every door, all the furniture. Yeah, we had a flood, none other. I think it almost emptied all of Lake Grapevine. That may have to be why the drought in Lake Grapevine. I was so naive. I thought, oh, give it 6 weeks, it'll be fine. Our house will be back to normal. A year later, the house was still not back to normal. I mean, we had to tear out all the carpet, all the cabinets, all the walls. Like, we could stand on one end of the house and look all the way through to the other end of the house because all the walls had to come out. And I will never forget thinking, oh my gosh, like, this is what a flood does. It totally destroys. And God showed me that verse, and it says, you know, when you go through the rivers of difficulty, you will not drown. I thought, wow. Yeah, that was rough. But He promises to be there. He promises to take us by the hand. And there have been times in my life, like when my husband was going through cancer, and my mom was going through cancer at the same time. When my husband went through cancer before, he had to go through a surgery that lasted almost 24 hours. And I just remember clinging to God going, I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what you're going to do, but I trust you. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but I trust you. Because I don't have anything else to trust. I don't have anything else to hold on to. But you have been faithful before, and you will be faithful again. Because the world doesn't have anything else I can hold on to. And that's what He's talking about. When you go through those deep waters, I will be with you. You know, people will let you down, but God will not let you down. And when you're going through depression, what's so important is that you trust God and not your feelings, because your feelings will let you down. Your feelings will lie to you. People will lie to you. People will let you down, but God won't. Depression has a way, though, of making us focus on our feelings rather than on truth. But feelings are capricious and they can't be trusted. They're strong and they're compelling, but the enemy uses our feelings against us. You know, the enemy is the master deceiver, and he makes his career out of lying. And when we do that, we focus internally rather than focusing upward, where we need to keep our eyes set.